Hello.
Hello?
Hello? Who's this?
Um, it's not Carlos, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Guys, we have some sad news. Um, Carlos, he, I don't, how do we say this? He's not
Died in a regular
real.
truck accident.
What?
There we go.
What the fuck? No.
It was, it
No.
was a giant truck filled with cigarettes just crashed into him. And it's like, all the fumes went into his lungs, gave him cancer, and,
Ah.
well,
He's still
it
alive,
was
but
an
he's in
instant,
he's still
instant
alive, but
death.
he's in immense pain, you know. He is at
No,
the
he
hospital.
died. No, the cancer, he succumbed to the cancer.
What, in like a couple days?
No, instantly. The fumes from the cigarettes went into him, into his lungs, gave him cancer,
He
died
made, and now he's Cancer Man. He's like a superhero.
was instantaneous.
All right.
But we did get Cancer Man. You were right. Got Cancer Man out of the whole
Woo!
affair.
All right. So Carlos the Cancer Man. He might come on the show later. Who
I come on the
knows?
show with a different voice.
No, but the people really like Cancer Man, or at least fuck Carlos. Sorry, but well, he's Cancer Man now. But the people really like Carlos. I got at least 2 comments saying bring back Carlos.
That's not true.
We'll see. He's very busy now. Now that he's a superhero Cancer Man, we'll try and he gives his opponents cancer. He flies up to them and he goes, "Hey man," he just snaps his finger and they got cancer. It's a pretty fucked up superpower, but hey, at least he's using it for good. At least he's using it for good.
Good guy.
He's a good guy. He's still Carlos, the Carlos we know and love. He's also still working as a plumber. It did not deter him at all. He's still working as a plumber, but as a side job, he's Cancer Man, the superhero.
You're right. He is.
Welcome to the 4th episode of Generally Speaking. Today, joined by Wallseeker as usual, and guess what day it is?
Sunday.
Bolledagur. Well, it's Valentine's Day.
Sunday.
It's
No, it's a
Sunday,
Sunday.
February the 14th. It's Valentine's Day today. And I don't. Do you have a Valentine?
I don't even know what that means.
Like, do you have a girl or a guy or someone you're dating today?
I don't even know what that means, man.
All right. But in Iceland, it's also Bolledagur today. I didn't know that. I googled it and I was like, oh, well, cool. So
It's the better.
yeah, it's the better holiday. Who the fuck gives a shit about Valentine's Day? We're celebrating Bolledagur today. And for those of you who don't know what that is, Bolledagur is this celebration where a lot of people make like these little buns that are made out of. I've never made them myself. What are they made out of again? Do you remember? Like
You know, I
they're
don't know.
they're very sweet and sugary and then you basically just put whatever you want on them. A lot of people like putting cream inside of them, and then like chocolate on top, or caramel, or sometimes people put cream and like jam in the middle. And then you eat them, and you know how when you're eating hamburger and your hamburger goes all over the place, you bite into one end and it all goes out the other. Well, imagine that, but with cream all over the fucking place. It's disgusting, but I love it. These buns, they'd be good. And I'm not getting any. Woo! I'm not at home. Usually my mom makes them, but I'm not at home, so nobody's making buns. I don't have an oven, so I can't really bake anything.
Oh, buns in the oven?
No buns in the oven. Sorry. However, on Monday, tomorrow, basically, at school, in the lunch break, I think the school will be selling buns. I think 600 kroner a piece, which is very expensive. But hey, I don't care. I want my buns. There's
That's
also
rich.
Yeah, there's also one thing that that's like tradition to do on this day, which is kids will make like these like we call them vandur, which means like wand basically, but it's not really a wand, and we make it to look like a sort of tennis racket, I guess, and then we just slap each other on the butt and say bola bola bola, which is very weird, but hey, it's an Icelandic holiday. Who doesn't love slapping each other on the?
I just use a knife.
Who doesn't like slapping each other on the butt and yelling bola bola bola, which just means bun bun bun. You don't like it?
Yeah, I don't like it. That's why I use a knife.
You stab someone in the ass. Bola bola bola. And then there's 2 other holidays this week in Iceland.
It's
there is
holiday.
There's Sprengidagur, which literally translates to explosion day. Don't worry, we're not exploding anything.
Except I'm gonna do something.
What the fuck? You might want to take that back, man.
No.
All right.
When that day comes, look out your window. Then you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay.
I think it's tomorrow, if I remember correctly. It's always like the day after Boladagur. And
just look out the window tomorrow, man.
Okay. All right, I'm scared. But on this day, everyone makes like these meat stews or like saltkjöt og bönir. Salt meat and beans. And then it's called Explosion Day because you're supposed to eat so much that you feel like exploding. You just keep eating salt meat and beans. Really? Nobody actually explodes. Don't worry about it. What'd you say? Man.
This podcast is sponsored by
Sarbomba. Drop one on your city today.
Use our code SARBOMB.
General Bomb. Yeah, General Bomb for 25% off. Okay.
And Friday, 30% off. Wait, the code is not over. Hold on, the code is still going. Generally speaking, sponsored by SARBOMB. 20% off, 30% off bombs. On Friday, also 70% off. .com. That's the code that you got to put in, okay?
Yeah. And we're back. All right. I don't know how to fix this where like sometimes when I'm speaking, Wallseeker will like sort of
cry again.
He will start crying. He'll sort of fade out. It's weird. See, he's crying. I don't know how to fix that. But yeah. And then we were talking about holidays. So tomorrow is Explosion Day, and then on Wednesday is Ash Day, or Ash Wednesday, I think is what it's called.
I thought you were going to say Shitter's Day.
Nope.
Nobody knows about it.
Nobody knows about that one. Well, they're not supposed to know. All right, don't shh.
Oh, okay.
Shh. So Ash Wednesday is or Öskudagur, as it's called in Icelandic, is like this. It's basically the Icelandic Halloween, but it's mostly just children who celebrate, or like actually dress up and go out, because like, Halloween isn't that, it started being celebrated in Iceland maybe like 3 years ago, but like was never really celebrated at all here. The only like people who would celebrate Halloween were like people going to like Halloween parties. You would hear about like these parties where people would go dressed up around like town, and that's about it. But we never went out trick or treating, and we really don't. I don't know. My town doesn't do that, at least. But here in Reykjavik, where I am right now, like 3 years back, people started selling like pumpkins and stuff to like decorate their house during Halloween, and kids started going out actually trick-or-treating. And then there was a big scandal. I remember reading on the news people like complaining that kids were throwing like eggs and toilet paper at houses when they didn't have any candy. And it was like, what the fuck? What did you expect? It's the first like Halloween ever, and like not everybody knows about it, and kids are just being assholes, man. Children are crazy.
That's why I'm gonna use my 9mm to dispense all candy.
But yeah, on Wednesday it's kind of like an Icelandic.
Never owned one.
Yeah, we don't.
But I will buy one and move on.
It's very hard to own a gun in Iceland. It's like you have to actually learn how to use a gun before you can get one. Unlike some countries in the world, we're not naming any names.
Yeah, Finland.
All right, Kiitos, Finland. But on Ash Wednesday, kids dress up in costumes, and then instead of going trick or treating, where they just knock on a door and go trick or treat, they go around like to corporations and companies like around town. They go into like gas stations and stores, and instead of saying trick or treat, like I said, they go. They ask if they can sing, basically. Okay, can we sing for you? And then usually, the people at these corporations say yes, and then we sing for candy. And usually it's just like there's only like 3 songs and
songs.
Yeah, there's a very limited list of songs that the kids sing. It's either Gamle Nøye, the ABCDs, or
I Want to Break Free, Queen.
Yeah. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. It's like these 3 songs. Everyone always sings these.
Also, Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up.
Exactly. No, but like there's like 3 songs that they sing, and they're all like parodies of other songs, but with like this like sort of Ash Day like sort of parody twist to it, and it's very cute, I guess. But when some kids don't know how to sing, I mean, I'm not an asshole. Okay, I'm not an asshole. Please
Not
don't.
an asshole.
Please.
Evil.
I'm just evil. No, but like when I was working at this farmer's market that I was working at, it was the first time I ever worked during Ash Day, because every time it was Ash Day, I was like, I didn't have to work. I was just at home, or like I was, a kid and I was celebrating it myself. And then so my first Ash Day, when I was actually working, did I say Ash Day? Ash Day. My boss bought like a shit ton of candy to give away, and we had like a full bucket of candy, and we even like, my boss he didn't know how much candy we would have to give away, so he said like, okay, kids can only have like one candy per kid, and then we had like half the bucket left, so we were like, shit, okay, next year we gotta make sure to give them more candy. And so this year, or like last year, I mean, we gave them at least 2 candies, I think, a piece, and then there was still like 1/4 of the bucket left, so we were like, shit, okay, well, gotta fix this. We gotta fix this. But some kids, if they were nice, we gave them like an extra helping of candy. We gave them like at least 3, at least 3.
Did you also give them horse medicine?
Yeah, we gave them a horse tranquilizers and some salt stones. Thank God. Good. Well, okay, we did actually in my workplace. We did actually offer like the kids drugs. No, we offered them like we offered them like, if you don't want candy, or like you can make the choice. Do you want candy, or do you want like bird feed? Like and so they could go out and give the birds. And we also had dog food if they had like dogs and they wanted to give their dogs some treats. So we had some treats, and then I just loved when the kids would be like, we would ask them like, all right, so you get to make the choice. What would you like, candy, or would you like bird feed for the birds, or dog feed? And they would be like, man, I don't eat dog food. I was just like, all right, candy it is. Those little gremlins, those little shits.
Bastards.
Bastards. And then
they bankrupt our store. They took too much dog food.
Yeah. And then you're listening to these kids sing like the same 3 songs for a couple hours during the day, like, and it starts at like 12 p.m. So you're listening to it from 12 until maybe 2 or 3 p.m. And then you're listening, like I said, you're listening to the same 3 songs, and sometimes you get those creative kids that change it up. And sometimes you get kids that sing really fucking well, but most of the time it's kids who don't because their voice aren't like developed, so they're singing like really high pitched and offbeat. So you're just listening to like a group of kids, going like trying to be like a choir, and it's not working.
Trying to be like me. I'm gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down.
I'm gonna love. I'm on fire.
But yeah, those are the holidays we're gonna have this week, which will be before this episode comes out. This episode is coming out on Thursday, so you're gonna miss them. Sorry guys, but next year, next year, tough luck.
There's always next year. Boo.
Also, I noticed we did the math wrong last time with the 7-day free trial for Carlos. People had 2 days after the episode came out to sign up for Carlos's service, but I forgot to put the link in. So sorry guys, it's gone. I'm sorry you missed it. I forgot to put the link and the code.
He's no longer a plumber. He's now cancer man.
He's cancer man, the superhero. Mm-hmm. Drinking some water. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
What the fuck? We just played Apex right before starting this podcast. We got a fat W. I really
just before we started this.
Exactly. We got to win. I said an hour ago, or like an hour and a half ago now, I said, man, all right, I'm going to play a little bit of Apex with you, and then let's record the podcast at 4 p.m. It's 4:29 right now, and exactly at 4, we got our win, which was very nice. So we managed to snatch a win before we recorded this podcast. Now we're in very good moods.
It's never enough. I need more wins.
You need more wins. I'm really enjoying Fuse. Apex Legends is like I said, it's my favorite battle royale of all of the battle royales. It's so good. Yeah. And I'm really liking the new update. I really like Fuse. He's cool. And I want to get good at that 30-30 repeater. Peter Griffin. So yeah, we're gonna play some more of that. I gotta stream some more of it. Wallseeker, talk about streaming. He streamed some Apex yesterday. We were streaming,
and I managed to get 2 wins.
Yeah,
live.
We were streaming. We were streaming some.
One like normal and one ranked XD. I'm a pro player XD.
Fuck yeah. We were playing some Minecraft yesterday on like this quote unquote SMP that we're doing. I just named it SMP for a clickbait. I'm admitting it. It's not really an SMP because there's only like 3 or 4 streamers in there.
6 people. Yeah, but 4 streamers or something.
It's just like a server for us friends, us buds playing around. It's really fun. And Wallseeker started streaming yesterday, he streamed it last time as well. And then after I left and everyone left the server, he streamed some Apex. And I was gonna go to a party, but then my brain was telling me, do you really want to go to a party right now? There was 4 new cases of COVID in your town on Friday. Do you want to go to a party on Saturday? Really? And I was like, man, I don't feel like it anymore. So I didn't go. I'm sorry if I disappointed anyone, because I promised I was going to a party, but I decided not to go.
Didn't disappoint anyone.
And so I
made my stream. You made it.
I was just watching. I was watching your stream. Well, I actually missed both your wins because the first win you got, I went and took a shower, and then missed that. And then the second win you got, it was when I went out to go shopping because I bought some food to eat. Because I hadn't eaten anything. That's another reason why I didn't go to the party, because I was fucking hungry, and instead of eating food, I was just streaming, and then going to a party, I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to be hungry after this party. Exactly. And the guy who was hosting the party was asked oh, are you gonna have any food? And he was like, I can't cook. And so I was like, oh, okay, so there's gonna be no food. All right. So yeah, I didn't go to a party, but next weekend, I think they said they're gonna have another one. So maybe I'll go. That who knows? Maybe. Holy fuck! I'm sweaty. I mean, what? Hey guys.
Wow.
I just did like I had an itchy armpit, okay, and so I went to scratch it, and there's a waterfall. There's just a waterfall of sweat in there. I'm sorry, it's really disgusting. But hey, we gotta speak truth to the people. If we're lying to our viewers, it's gonna come back and bite us in the ass. Like if I had said, "Oh man, I just scratched my armpit and it wasn't sweaty," it would have come back 10 years later, and they would have been like, "Wait a minute, was it sweaty?" And then they're gonna cancel me.
Yeah, we didn't hear this specific sound.
That's so disgusting.
I was scratching your sweaty armpit.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. So I think he was lying. He did have a sweaty armpit. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. It just beats the heck out of me.
Beats the fuck out of me, man. But yeah. How did everybody comment down below, because I didn't get any comments on it. How does everybody like the new art that we had last time? I genuinely want to know what people think.
I think it's overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah. If we get like bigger making these podcasts, and like we get good views and stuff like that, I might want to hire either Lord Bung or just anyone who can to be like a podcast sort of thumbnail artist for each episode, because one of my favorite podcasts, and I've talked about them before, Super Mega, they have like their own artist who makes all of their thumbnails, both for their podcasts and like their just like gaming videos that they upload. And I really like their podcast like thumbnails, so I would love to have someone to make like custom thumbnails. Like imagine like the cool art we could have had for the last podcast with Carlos in there, somebody draw their rendition of what Carlos looked like,
Yeah, I think I know exactly what he looks like now after the accident.
Exactly. So, I would have liked to have something like that, but I'm not made out of fucking gold, buddy, so maybe not now.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometime down the road, if we get successful enough with these podcasts, I would absolutely like to do that.
Yep. Until then, we just gotta keep on taking sponsorships like this one.
Hey, do you like playing instruments? Well, here's an instrument.
This man,
No, here's an instrument for.
This man will undo all your instrument knowledge. Don't believe me? Check this out. I know how to play the drums. Look what he's gonna do next. Check this out. Oh my god.
All right, we just
you on the head and check it out.
That one was free. That one was
play the drums. Can't play the drums.
Yeah. Hey everybody, that one was free. You don't have to pay anything. You just lost all your knowledge on playing instruments. We're not sorry.
Yeah, he's like it's audio based.
This is like the villain. I think Cancer Man said he's gonna like take him out or something, but we've got one sponsorship in there. I hope he's gonna be able to pay us before Cancer Man gets to him.
Yeah. Anyways, moving swiftly on, I heard that
Yeah?
I heard you're doing something today.
Yeah. Doing a Valentine's Day stream. Over at twitch.tv. Well, it's gonna be over before this podcast comes out. So you can go back to this podcast and just like listen. This is me being naive and not knowing, but I think this stream,
don't know how it's gonna go down.
This stream is gonna be very, very epic, and then rewind back and like and then go back to the stream and then see how horrible it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be you like crying and me on the phone like screaming like and I don't know why I'm screaming.
Exactly. But yeah, we're gonna like a couple nuts. No, like a month ago, we got him. We got all of them. comment down below if he got you. But like a month ago, I had an idea for a Valentine's Day stream where I wrote Wallseeker and Foxley and Sotis like a bunch of ideas. Like if I were to do an IRL stream that was supposed to be like a Valentine's Day stream where I just have a bunch of channel point things on Twitch where people can like, pay channel points to, get a compliment or get a pickup line or whatever, and then I just like, put on like at least fancier clothes. I was gonna here were my plans for it since it's already it's out before this podcast. Here were the things I wanted to do for that stream. I wanted to wear a suit and tie. I wanted to look really fancy, but in order to do that, I was gonna relying on my brother to come join me for the stream because I wanted him to be like a waiter in the background who was gonna give me like food and stuff, and he was gonna give me wine and shit like in a glass. And so I needed him to bring me my like suit that I have in my old house at the farm. But he sent me a message like 2 days ago where he was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm working this weekend. I can't make it to the stream." So unfortunately, there will be no suit. It's just gonna be me wearing like the fanciest shirt I can find and like some other garbage, and I'll try to make my hair look good. And then I'm not gonna have any food, which is what I wanted. I wanted him to like make me something like fancy, like a salad or something. I don't know, but I'm just gonna, as a joke for the stream, I'm just gonna go out and buy KFC, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey man, I hope you don't mind me bringing snacks. I can't afford any of the food at this restaurant, so I'm just gonna bring KFC." And then I'm gonna have fake because I don't drink red wine. Red wine like smells gross, so I bet it fucking tastes gross as well. And I know people say don't judge a book by its cover, but like, it's different with
its cover says how to kill like 12 people in 10 seconds. I don't know if I'm gonna read this.
Exactly. No, but like. Smell and a cover of a fucking book are different. I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna read a book if it reeks. Okay, if somebody's pissed in that book, I'm not doing it. So somebody
pissed in the dictionary.
Somebody pissed in between these pages. I'm not fucking reading that shit. So like I said, I'm gonna have like I have this Ribera. I don't know if this is like a common like known drink. I don't know if anybody knows this, but it's basically like berry juice. That's all it is. It looks like wine, and I'm gonna pour it in like a wine glass, so it's gonna look like I'm drinking wine, but it's just a fucking berry juice. And another thing I wanted to do.
Don't tell anyone about that.
Another thing I wanted to do was I wanted to be in my kitchen, like in this apartment, but I bought an actual like selfie like stick for my phone that can also be like a stand, because I wanted to like set it up so that it's like you sitting in front of me like at the dinner table and all that, and I'm eating in front of you and all that. But the kitchen in my apartment doesn't look that good, so I was like, I don't think I want that as a background. What I would have liked to do more than that was to have a green screen behind me, but I don't have a green screen yet. I will at some point. I hope, but I don't have a green screen right now, so I'm not gonna be able to do that. It would have been really nice to have like a green screen backdrop where like I can just like make it a fucking restaurant, But nope, won't do that.
Yeah.
So those were some of the like things I wanted, but unfortunately, I guess I'm not as dedicated as I wanted to be.
No. Just
I bought everything else. I bought a fake ring. I bought the wine. I bought the wine glasses. I bought these red like napkins that I'm gonna like use to like I'm gonna be like, all right, here's some fancy napkins, thank you, and I'm gonna use that like underneath the hamburger that I'm gonna buy from KFC, like a fancy hamburger. So it's gonna it's supposed to be like a funny stream, okay? It's not supposed to be serious.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Valentine's like funny haha stream. Like, look at this loser. He's at home streaming.
Oh, no.
And you guys are gonna be my Valentine. All my viewers on Twitch, bam. And I'll try and edit it down and put it on this YouTube like on this channel, basically, to have like a video of it, because I think that could be interesting. Like, have it up on YouTube. Excuse me. Say something funny. Go. Oh, okay. I was gonna burp, and you farted, so I was like, okay, well, that was, you know. Also, I almost threw up. Like, trying to do that, I like hear you fart, and so I was trying to force this burp out, and then it's just like, oh, it did not go well. So this is a disgusting podcast. Why do people listen to this shit, man?
You wanted this.
This is just who we are. This is just who we are, guys. But yeah, how was your week? What have you been doing this week?
Been fine. Just doing assignments.
Yep, as per usual. Me too.
Cool.
I didn't really have much school this week. Like, Monday, no school. Tuesday, I had like one class from 11 until 12 p.m. So it was just like done. Because and it wasn't really a class. It was just like an interview with the teacher for a project that I'm doing or an assignment that I'm doing. And then on Wednesday, another just like no school day, because basically for 4 days in a row, this teacher was doing just interviews with his students. And so all you had to do was like assign what interviews you wanted, and then you just showed up for those interviews. So Monday, no school. Tuesday, one short interview for an hour. Wednesday, no school. And then Thursday, I had another interview, because he wanted everyone to take at least 2 hours of interviews with him. And you could do it all in one go, like shotgun it, just like do like fucking 2 hours like with him. But I was like, why would I do that? I'm gonna do one where I like go, in, and I asked him like everything about this assignment. What is it? Like, what do I do? Yeah. And then I come back after the Wednesday and like with like what I've got, and like ask him about it. And I did that, and so he helped me a lot on Thursday with like what I had already written. So he was like, all right, cool, you got this, you should do this, and blah 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 blah. And I have to release it, or I have to send it to him next Friday. And I'm not done with it yet, but it only has to be he said like 6 to 8 pages, and I'm at 5 pages right now. So I'm getting there. And what this assignment is basically a treatment for a movie that I want to make. Essentially writing out like the whole like story of this movie that I want to make, like act by act. Like, every movie is cut up into 3 acts and then 8 sequences. So like there's 3 acts, and then each act has like 3 or 2 sequences and like whatnot. It's and basically you have to write down what happens in each act, in each sequence, and like a whole movie basically. It's it's really hard to write like that, by the way, but it's a teaching moment.
It's Act 1. We have a guy. He's sad. Doesn't have a Valentine on Valentine's Day. Act 2. He starts a stream. Boom. Everybody loves him. Everybody wants to be with him.
Exactly. But that's a big but.
They're getting, stalkers. They're just breaking into his house like zombies. Act 3. He escapes. Lives in Hawaii. Boom. That's your treatment.
Absolutely, you're right. That was actually how you're right there. That's actually how you would structure a movie like that. In the first act, literally all you're doing in the first act is introducing the character, the environments, like the situation they're in, like what the story's gonna be, and then at the end of that act is usually like the problem introduced, like in
snails,
like in Indiana Jones. I think the first act is when like he goes on like the journey. It's not when the guy steals the golden idol, but rather when he actually goes out on a journey to go like get the ark, when he gets in the plane first. Mm-hmm. He actually goes on the journey, so like the story has been introduced. When the golden idol gets stolen from him, that's the point of attack. Every movie has a point of attack, which is when the story sets the story sets motion, basically, and everything, like all the gears start turning, basically. That's when the movie really can start.
Yeah.
When everything has been introduced. But it's not like when the movie actually starts, because Act 2 is usually, which is like 30 minutes in, that's when it usually starts.
Yeah.
And
beautiful.
It's very good. So it's a good way to like learn how to like write the structure for these movies that I'm gonna hopefully be making in my future.
Yeah, it's good.
It's very good. And then
It better be good.
It better be good. And then
I paid your tuition. No, I didn't.
No, you did not. On Thursday, we were in this like class. I think I talked about this in one of the podcasts, right? Where we're doing like these classes where we're as directors learning how to like act, so that we can like teach, or so that we can direct actors better. Like as directors, we need to know how to act ourselves, so that we know what we want when we're directing. And we were just doing it like among us. We were just doing it like among us in the class. It was just like us, the directors, like directing each other. But now we're actually getting actors from the third semester that we're supposed to be directing. So we have like 6 actors, and we're like directing them and all that. And it's a learning experience. We're like seeing what it's like to work with actual actors. And then on Tuesday, this next week, we're getting actual actors that are like graduated, like real people. And I'm like, oh fuck. But that's gonna be very interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. Because some of them are like names that I've seen in like actual Icelandic like works. These are Icelandic actors, by the way. We're not getting Leonardo DiCaprio to come over. Unfortunately, that's not happening. Unfortunate, but it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, like I think in the last podcast, I talked about these classes we have on Fridays where we watch movies. Last time we watched A Clockwork Orange. Now on Friday we watched Nosferatu from 1922, old ass German movie. And there's no sound aside from music. And then like when people are talking, it has like those like slides where it just like says what they're saying, you know, like in between. And it was so fucking boring. I almost fell asleep like 4 or 5 times in the whole screening. Like, my God, what an boring ass movie. But like, you know, like it had its moments.
Make me the narrator of the slide.
Exactly. There were some cool like shots in there. Sure, there's a vampire.
Behind you.
You're well. But there were some cool shots in there. Like there's a classic scene in that movie where he's like walking upstairs and you can like see his shadow, Nosferatu's shadow, like cast on the wall, and it looked really good. But like other than that, the movie fucking sucked, man. Oh my God. The only sounds in the whole movie was like an orchestra playing in the background, and it had some, like, it's supposed to be a scary movie because it's like a vampire film, and this vampire is like super, like, you know, he's bloodthirsty. He's gonna kill you.
Super scary vamps, you know.
Super scary vampire. But he was more funny when we were watching it. People were just like laughing. There's like one scene where he's like watching someone through a window, and you see him like stand there, and then like it cuts back to the person who's watching him, and then it cuts back to him, and you see him like slowly walk out of the window. It's just like, what the fuck? It was so funny.
Realistic.
Yeah, very realistic. It was like him just like, it was like I was imagining something like in like the Batman movies where like you see Batman like in the scene, and then it cuts to someone else talking to him, and then that person turns around and Batman's just gone. But instead of Batman being gone, he's just like running away, like trying to get out.
Away.
he's like tiptoeing away, like, I'm getting out of here. You can't see me. It was really bad. I if you like old movies, I guess it's kind of cool. I recommend watching it. But if you like watching movies with some meat on their bones, don't watch that one, because Nosferatu
just
looks like a yeah, it's all bone and no meat. It's all it is.
It's no meat.
And it's not scary. It was just funny, and like every case, it was just so fucking funny. Like okay, there's a part in the movie where our main character, I don't remember any of the characters' names except for Nosferatu or Count Orloff, I think his name was Count Orlok or something like that. That's the name of the vampire. But the main character, he's like traveling to Count Nosferatu's like castle because he wants to like the vampire. Basically, the plot of the movie, the vampire wants to move in to our main character's like town, and the main character is like a real estate agent, and he's supposed to like sell him a house. And so he travels from like Germany to Transylvania to like go find him for some reason. I don't know what the fuck he had to go get the vampire. Why couldn't the vampire just go to them? It was weird. But he went to the vampire, but before he went there, he stayed at like an inn, like this bar, and he was like laughing with the people, and they were like asking him where he was going. He was like, "Oh, I need can I get some food? I need to go to the Count Orlok's castle." And then everyone, there's like a scene of like 3 people at a table, and you see them all like looking right into the camera, like really shocked, like and then another shot just like it, but of like 2 other people go like looking right at the camera, and then one of the guys like walks slowly over to the main character and goes, "There's werewolves," and then like he goes to sleep. It's just like the next scene, he's going to sleep, and the werewolf is literally a hyena like walking around, and the horses are scared. Nice. That's the werewolf they used. They used a striped hyena for it. It looked really cute, but it did not look like a wolf, I'll tell you what.
Oh my god, werewolf! Oh my god,
exactly. It was more funny than scary, but like I said, if you're into old movies, I do recommend it. If not, don't bother. Do not bother.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not bother.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not bother. The next movie we're watching is called The Holy Mountain. And I've never heard of it before, but everyone is saying that we need to be doing acid while watching it, because apparently the guy who made the movie was on acid the whole time while he made the movie. So it's just like a fucking mess. And I can't wait to see it.
If you do acid, you're gonna miss out on why.
Exactly.
Yes, I get this guy.
I get him. I know what he's saying. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what people are talking about. It's gonna be next Friday.
It's just gonna be like a mountain.
It's just a mountain for an hour and 30 minutes. You're absolutely right. Birds flying around. Birds pooping. Birds pooping. You know? That's all that movie's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing Valheim this week. A game that seemingly came out of nowhere and it just like exploded. Everyone's playing it now. I've seen like all of my favorite streamers play it, and a bunch of YouTubers. Somebody just slammed a door really loud. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if that got picked up. Yeah, like this Valheim game, for those of you who don't know, came out of nowhere, and it's basically like Rust and like Minecraft, I guess, in one package, because it kind of plays like Rust. But it has like also the gameplay of Minecraft, where like you're crafting, you're surviving, you're like getting new material to like to survive in your little you're basically you're in or you're on Yggdrasil, the tree of
Iceland.
Yeah, you're on Iceland. You're on Yggdrasil, the tree of life. If you look up in the sky, which is really beautiful about this game, you can actually see the tree of life like hanging up above you. It's like a huge branch. And in the game, there's boss fights, which somebody in my like Twitch chat told me like, oh, this reminds me of like Rust and Minecraft with a smidge of like Terraria, because there's like boss fights that help you like move on in the game. And that's literally it. You like fight bosses. And then you get like those bosses, you get their like abilities basically. Like the first boss you kill, you get his ability to like sprint really fast and jump high. That's really it.
Interesting.
even though that boss was like an electric deer, you don't get like any electricity improvements or anything, which would have been really cool. But I guess this is not like a superhero game. You just get like more stamina for a little bit, for like 5 minutes, I think. And it's a very interesting game. I recommend people check it out. If you like just like survival games, then it's for you. And it's not like Rust multiplayer where like, you know, everyone's on a server together, like surviving and dying and shit like that, like people killing each other. Though you can do that. I think at max there can be 10 people on a server together. And you have to like you have to host a server, or you can like join random servers. But you can like just easily host a server with a password and just play with friends. You know, you can just do that. Yeah. Like I've been playing with my good friend Thassin, and it's a very good game. We've just been playing together and surviving.
Nice.
Getting copper and bronze. Dude, getting bronze in that game takes forever, man. God damn.
Oh my god, it's just like, you know, in the Bronze Age.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like,
you can get bronze, but it's gonna take you a while.
It takes so fucking long. And then there's like, you can make portals in the game that like link between places. So you can make a portal like at your base and then put it to like some other place. And I thought the main use for them was to literally make a portal between, you know, these places to get resources. But you can't go through portals with copper that you mine. Like, it just does not allow you to walk through portals with copper. People like used an exploit to do it, and then the fucking developers patched it out, so you can't do it anymore. So you know, if you want copper and bronze and all that, you're gonna have to walk all the way back home, and it takes a while. And then once you've gotten all the copper and tin in that one area, you're gonna have to go like even further to get more. So it's just like, oh my god, because it's not like Rust where it like, you know, randomly spawns in more like deposits of like copper or whatever. It's just like it's a randomly generated map, and once you've finished mining all of the copper in that area, you're gonna have to go find more somewhere else. And the map is pretty huge. The map is pretty big.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a very interesting game. Yeah, the progression feels really slow, but it's interesting. I like it. It's very, very cool. And Walsiger, you should buy it and play with me and Thassin. It could be fun.
I'll wait for a few updates.
Okay. Mostly what I know that all you've been playing this week has been Apex, right? Like, you haven't really been playing anything else, right?
You're right.
I'm
I
absolutely
don't
right.
remember playing anything else.
What games are even out? I'm waiting for my PlayStation 5, which I already bought. I pre-ordered one. And I'm waiting for my shipment of PlayStation 5. It's not here yet. Come on, Discord, shut up.
Discord, crazy.
Yeah, I just got a message from someone. Oh yeah,
It's me.
the game that I've been waiting for is out, called Little Nightmares 2. I didn't know that game came out this month. I thought we had to wait until like October or something. And I'm very excited to play it. However, I'll probably play it in October myself for like Halloween streams or something. But the first game, loved it. If you haven't played Little Nightmares, I absolutely recommend you do. It's really beautiful. It's very short, but it's very sweet. It's short but sweet.
Short, sweet.
Nice. You can like finish it in 2 hours. I'm pretty sure. I finished it in one stream. Like, I live streamed it once and just beat the game. So yeah, which was like maybe 3 hours long, but you can, if you know what you're doing, you can finish it in two hours. Speedrun.
Doing?
Yeah. And then Oh yeah, Super Mario 3D World got released, and I bought it, and I've streamed it once, and I really like it. Or at least I feel like I've played 3D World, because I bought like Super Mario 3D Land, I think, on my 3DS, and then I think it's literally the same game. I think 3D Land was just like the 3DS version of the game for the Wii U. Just like it got like minimalized a little bit. They like took out some stuff that couldn't fit on the 3DS. But they've re-released this Wii U game along with some extra content called Bowser's Fury, which is like it's kind of you're playing Super Mario 3D World with the controls of Super Mario 3D World, but it's like you're playing Super Mario Odyssey with like collecting these like moons or like these they're called cat shines, and it's so cool. I really like it. Yeah. I really like it. I love Super Mario, man. Have you have you ever owned a Nintendo console or played like many Nintendo games, Wallseeker?
Never done that.
You've never done that. Well, sometime down the line where you're filthy rich, you gotta buy yourself a Nintendo Switch. I really recommend it. It's so nice to go on like just like if you're going on like a trip or anything like that. You're driving around or if we're ever going together to like Germany or something. Yeah, to hell. If we go down to hell or something, because the elevator ride takes so long, we can just be playing like Binding of Isaac or something on our Nintendo Switch on the move.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
It's insane.
It's insane.
It is.
So, like I said, I recommend getting one of those. Or just mobile gaming. But that's lame.
I'm a mobile gamer. I got Call of Duty on my phone.
Bang, bang, bang. Go inside, go to like an airport while playing that, and like everyone's gonna hear like the gunshots in your phone, and you're gonna get bomb has been planted. You're gonna get like taken down.
Everybody, please calm down. Security, no, leave. I'm playing the game. Don't worry.
Guys, I'm mobile gaming. It's not real. They're gonna be like,
it's just mobile gaming. It's mobile gaming.
And they're gonna be like, oh, okay, he's mobile gaming. Leave him alone. Nobody come close to him.
Nobody. Putting down a bomb. Yep, bombs were planted. He's going left. He's going left. Gotta go.
I've never played many mobile games though. You remember when I installed PUBG for mobile on like my shitty Samsung S7 Edge back in high school? I think it was like our last semester, and I downloaded it to try it out, and then I won my first match somehow. Don't you remember? I was playing. But like somebody in my stream chat, I was telling them about this, and he said it was probably like a bot match. I think the first match is a bot match, so he's probably right, but I don't fucking know how that works.
Okay.
I still won.
So many world gamers around here. Come on.
I still won.
Please, it hurts. Let me
Just let me have this one. At least I win in Apex, okay? Oh yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Apex is just so good. I like it. But we gotta stop talking about Apex, man. Like, what the hell?
Hey, that's all I can talk about right now. Can't really say much else.
Today, after the Valentine's Day stream, my brother is, I think, finished working at like 6, and I was gonna start the stream at 7. So he said that like immediately as he's done working, he was gonna start driving over to Reykjavik because he wanted to see a horror movie in theaters. And I have not gone to see a movie in theaters since September, right?
It was, I don't know.
When did we see Tenet? That's when I last saw a movie in theaters. Or like,
Shit.
Except for like all the movies I've been seeing at school, but those don't count. Like the movies, Yeah, we saw Tenet, I think, in September, August or September, something like that.
I think August.
You think August? Okay.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet on that.
All right. And so I haven't seen like a new movie in theaters in a really long time, but my brother wants to see this horror movie that he said was called hold on, I gotta look it
Boner
up.
Man.
Yeah, Boner Man, the movie. He said it's called Wrong Turn. It's a horror movie that just came out, and it's gotten some okay ratings on like Rotten Tomato and everything. So I think I'm gonna go check that out with him after the stream today.
Sick.
Yeah.
Same.
It's not certified fresh, you know. It's not. It doesn't have Godfather numbers.
It's not a Rotten Tomato.
Exactly. It's not rotten. So my brother wants to go check it out, so I'm gonna join him for that after the stream today, and then I'll talk about that in the next podcast.
Looking forward.
Looking forward to it.
You absolute.
What? Finish that thought. What are you gonna call me, huh?
I'm eating broccoli.
You're eating broccoli?
Got a problem?
Let's talk about something. Let's make conversation. What was your favorite cartoon as a kid? It's the first thing that pops into my mind.
That's not a conversation.
What?
Okay, the first thing that popped in my mind was Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Woo! I agree. That's a very good one. As a kid, I didn't really have Cartoon Network or Boomerang or anything at my house. I had to go to Grandma's house to see those cartoons. So a lot of the cartoons I grew up with were the ones on like the what's it called, like public access television or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. It's like
I don't know, like the national.
Yeah, national television. Like everyone has it basically. Which is weird because like everyone has to have it. It's like I think you have to literally have it if you have a home and a TV. You have to have that one.
If you don't have it,
and because
come to your house.
Exactly, if the government that you can get like fined or some shit, and you still have to pay to get the fucking thing. It's like what? But anyways, on there I would watch all kinds of shows like
Boner Man.
Yeah, Boner Man. Yeah, I'm trying to actually now that I think about it, I don't remember too many of the actual like Phineas and Ferb was on there, but when those were out, I was in my like angsty teen like age where like you know everything that was cartoons was for children. It was for babies.
They're for children. I don't want that.
I remember actually literally saying to someone like, "Oh, Phineas and Ferb look so ugly. It's like, oh, it's lame." But nowadays, if I see like a clip from Phineas and Ferb, it looks fucking hilarious. I hate that I missed out on it. God damn, it looks so funny. It's got they definitely had a lot of like love put into that show, and so I think I can watch all of it on Disney Plus now. I might just do that. So, what are you fucking doing?
Dinner time.
Nope, it's well, almost. It's 5 p.m.
Well, then why am I ringing the dinner bell now?
Scubba-dee-bing. I'm trying to remember what I really watched, but when I watched Cartoon Network at my grandma's house, it was mostly like Scooby-Doo, Ed and Eddie.
Yes,
Ed and Eddie. It's such a fucking good show, man.
I love it.
I want both of. I want Courage the Cowardly Dog and Ed and Eddie like back. Oh, I watched a shit ton of Powerpuff Girls. I really liked them. I really fucking liked Powerpuff Girls.
Really like that.
The reason why I liked both Powerpuff Girls and Scooby-Doo is because they had some creative like villains and like monsters and stuff. I really like watching like shows and movies with like these cool monster designs. That's why I really like following Trevor Henderson on Twitter, the creator of Siren Head, because he has some really fucking like creative monster like types that he makes. Like Siren Head and Long Horse, I think his name is. Like one of them is just
Taco Bell arm.
Yeah, the Taco Bell arm. Like, oh my god, there's so many names.
KFC eyeballs.
It's like make him some new monsters.
Make monsters for companies. So they can use
Yes, advertising. People love monsters nowadays. We make every company like KFC, the KFC killer, the KFC Kremlin. No.
KFC Kremlin.
Everybody just wanted to let you know there's a free three-piece deal going on at KFC.
KFC hire me for the voice. I'll also do the sketch.
His eyeballs podcast.
Please. I work almost for free.
The McDonald's. McDonald's doesn't need a monster. They have a fucking clown already. God damn, he's scary.
Fucking clown. They already have that fucking monster there.
The Burger King bastard.
Burger King bitch.
Yeah. Hire us. We're really smart. For your monsters.
Rolling,
we'll get the ball rolling. We'll produce your company-made monsters. Come on.
We'll hire Lord Bong for the sketch.
For the sketch.
We'll
do the voice acting and the ideas. The Oreo the Oreo origami, and it's like a big it's like SCPs.
Get like a Heavy Rain crossover with the game is like, I don't know, 10 years old.
I've never played any of those games from what's his name, like Daniel or something. I don't fucking know. David, what's his name? Do you know what his name is?
I had to do a few seconds, but when you said Daniel, I thought, yeah, that's funny, and then I forgot the name.
His name is David Cage. See, not Daniel. David Cage. He made Heavy Rain. He made Detroit Become Human. He made Beyond Two Souls. He made
Tetris 3.
Yeah, he made the Tetris 99 on the Nintendo Switch.
He also made the brand new Skyrim Deluxe.
He made the remastered Skyrim, not the original Skyrim, but he remastered it.
Yeah, he remastered it all by hand.
He's made a lot of like these story like based games where you like pick your stories and you go branching out, but I've literally never played any of his games. I want to. Didn't he made Indigo Prophecy, right? Or like Fahrenheit or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Celsius or whatever the fuck its name is. You can play all those games on the PC now.
Ooh, oh yeah, you're right. I did see them. I think I have Heavy Rain on my PlayStation. I just haven't played it yet.
Play that.
Yeah. I want to.
Just do it right now. Do it live.
Yeah.
Hey guys, GeneralArse here. We're gonna be playing Heavy Rain. Oh my god.
Sean! Jason!
I'm gonna keep hitting the Sean button.
Jason! Sean!
What's that one bug?
What?
That was, on YouTube, where like the Sean prompt stayed.
Oh yeah, during like cutscenes.
And these guys were at the end of the game and they still had the bug. They just like screamed,
Sean!
Sean! And it was amazing. It's like, it's like the main character is like not in like the frame, but you can like hear him like screaming.
Yeah. Did you also see like the guy there was a guy playing Indigo Prophecy and there's like a chase scene, but he didn't actually have to press any buttons. He could literally put his controller down and he just like kept playing. All that happened was like he could see animations of his character just like stumbling over things while he was trying to catch the guy. It didn't actually fail anything. So like he just like walked into an old man and he fucking tumbled over some like groceries and shit. It's like so funny.
Nice.
Yeah. He like slipped. He like slipped and fell. Was it Heavy Rain? Oh,
it is.
Okay. I thought it was Indigo Prophecy. I just like remember seeing that. It was so fucking funny, man. Sean. A lot of those games. The reason why I don't play those games mostly is because you don't it's not much like gameplay really. You're just like picking the dialogue options, and that's really boring to me. I still want to play them just to experience them, I guess, sometime. But I'd probably lose interest very quickly. And you don't really have to play them, because especially that fucking one in Heavy Rain where like you don't have to press anything and the guy just keeps going. It's just like, okay, well, then why am I playing this? You know that Minecraft story mode game?
Yes.
I remember when Bro Team Pill, this one YouTuber I used to watch, he made a video on it way back when, and he like there were moments where he would just showcase how like you didn't have to do anything. He just like let go of the controller, and the game just kept playing. He didn't have to do shit. Shit just happened, you know. So there was a creeper coming to blow him up, and like if he didn't press the button to kill the creeper fast enough, his fucking like other friend that was in there would kill the creeper for him and go, "Holy shit, are you okay?" And it was like, why is there even a prompt here? Are you even holding the controller right now? It's just like you don't have to play those games in a lot of cases. In the Walking Dead game, you had to, like the Walking Dead from Telltale, that like if you didn't press a button, you would get killed and you had to start from a checkpoint. Yeah, which was a pretty good game. I remember I know exactly what happened in the first game because when it came out, I watched PewDiePie play all of it, if I remember correctly, or Markiplier, either one of them. I don't remember. But then when the second game came out, was when I was doing my own, like I had my own Markiplier phase where I would like record videos and upload them on YouTube with like no editing, little to no editing whatsoever, which was like Markiplier's like old editing. Now he actually does have like he has his own editors, and like there's a lot of effort put into his videos. But back in the day, it used to just be like gameplay and like jump cuts from like moments, but mostly that, you know. And like reactions, like fake reactions and shit. And so I went through that phase, and I was playing through the second season of the Walking Dead game, and I never finished it. I never uploaded all of it, and it's still on this YouTube channel, but I've privated all those videos. You can't see them. Sorry, sorry, bozos. Yeah, and some like hacker is gonna see this, gonna be like, oh yeah, and he's gonna find all of them.
Found them all.
Yeah, I think that's all we have to talk about for today, because we've been recording for 1 hour and 10 minutes, technically 1 hour and 8 because there's like a 2-minute pause. Yes. So I just thank you everybody for listening in on this week's podcast. Remember to stop playing instruments, and
yeah, you can't play them as well as you used to, huh?
Yeah, and everybody pray for Carlos that he makes a swift recovery back to being a plumber.
He comes back.
Yeah, pray he comes back. So thanks for joining me, Wallseeker. Have a good one, and goodbye, everyone. Stop burping.
By the way, where's my money?
What? Of what?
Owe me money.
Bye, everybody.
You owe me.
Bye.